some people get to be heroes. Tharius Demo doesn't have that luxury. He has come to a businessman to collect the Empire's export tariffs, but the man is unable to pay. He says if he does, his family will go hungry. When the man tries to warn Demo that the rebellion will come to Khorasan one day, the Imperial officer cuts him off. Finishing that thought means that Demo will have to make a report to the Empire, and the man will be incarcerated while his children are sold into slavery. Silently, Demo hopes the businessman will say nothing more. He's trying to save this man's life. Reluctantly, the exporter says Demo will get his money. That's about as good as things get for Tharius Demo. It would be easy to be nice, to change a few numbers and show some heart, but it would risk exposing him for what he is. He's not the man he says he is, as this man is a rebel spy, Eneb Ray, and while the rebellion may have its heroes, he just can't be one of them. He does what needs to be done. Eneb contacts Princess Leia with some information regarding the Empire's trade activity in Khorasan, and Leia is impressed. However, she wants something from the spy. A group of senators have turned on the Empire and are about to be executed. She wants the spy to rescue them. Though he calls this mission impossible, she says they have maps, relevant access codes, and a ship willing to smuggle them off. Rey realizes this means there's another embedded agent on Khorasan involved in all of this, but Leia brushes this off. He doesn't need to know things like that should he ever be captured. In no time at all, Eneb hitches a ride to the Artheno prison complex. While he dives down into the prison tower and begins his infiltration, he wonders just how many spies are actually on this planet. He knows it must be few in number, and says if there are more than 6 agents on Khorasan, he'd be surprised. It's hard being a spy. You need to be as ruthless as your cover requires. You need to get the job done, no matter what. Eneb successfully rescues the senators, and they remark on this incredible opportunity. They reveal the Emperor himself is coming here. So the mission changes. Eneb attacks the prison guards and demands their surrender. They comply, but one officer insists that she stay and help them. She introduces herself as Kali and explains that she was the source of all the information about the senators. Together, they contact Princess Leia and ask for reinforcements. Shortly after this, the Emperor arrives. He has the senators brought to him, wanting to say goodbye after so many fond years working together. Eneb Ray was surprised. There weren't 6 agents on Khorasan. They were 7, and all at once, every one of them attacks. The spies cut down the Emperor's personal guard, but before they can get the Imperial leader himself, he flees on a floating podium. Thinking fast, Eneb Ray tethers himself to the vessel and pursues the Emperor to the prison's roof. The spy kills the stormtroopers waiting there and shoots the Emperor dead. Or so he thinks. The true Emperor watches from the shuttlecraft and remarks on just how hard it is to find a good decoy. Eneb is shocked. A body double is understandable, but he wonders why Palpatine even bothered to show up at all. But there's no time to think. The spy launches himself at the shuttle and manages to board it. He opens fire on the Emperor, who blocks Eneb's blaster beams with ease. Palpatine commands the spy to turn around, and Eneb looks in shock. He's been fooling himself. There never was a chance. As the prison is completely destroyed, the Emperor engulfs Eneb in lightning, and the spy tumbles to the ground. Though he manages to save himself, he thinks about all those people on the prison. The senators, Khalid, the other spies, the other prisoners, those stormtroopers, the Emperor's personal guard. All dead. As he looks on at the wreckage, he thinks of the man responsible, and can't help but admire the ruthless perfection of the Emperor's plan. In one fell swoop, the Imperials just got themselves a material victory over the rebellion, and will also use it as a major propaganda coup as they blame the prison's destruction on the rebellion. As Eneb makes his escape from Khorasan, he realizes he was naive. Turns out he was a hero after all. This will be the last time he ever makes that mistake. Hello and welcome to Comic Island. My name is Arden, and this is my recap and review of Star Wars Annual number 1. So with The Force Awakens recently released, I thought it would be fun to cover a Star Wars comic. And what better than the Annual, a nice standalone story I rather enjoyed. It has excellent, vivid art and some really good writing too. I particularly enjoy the depiction of both Enna Bray and the Emperor in this comic. It's a nice mix of an introduction for the spy while also showing what an unmitigated, ruthless sociopath Palpatine can be. I like how it subverts expectations. We're introduced to a familiar story for his character, and impostures himself as somebody who is a sort of anti-hero, one who will do anything to get results. But that isn't really who he is, as his character kind of rather rudely discovers himself when he runs afoul of the Emperor. He realized he was playing hero in comparison to what a true monster is capable of. It's a small and simple plot point, but a significant twist on the usual archetype for an anti-hero story, and one that I rather thoroughly enjoyed. So it's a good comic and one that I recommend. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep reading comics.